living water right here. And we wonder why we don't live. We wonder why we still in the same conditions. Because we don't want to make the time for God.
Right.
God not going to be there all the time for you.
Got the keys to the keys to the.
You brought up as a Christian, right? So what denomination were you? Were you Baptist? Okay, so look at this, right? So not only was Christianity created, but it was created by our oppressors. And they came up with each denomination that you find our people primarily in. So what? The Baptist religion was made by who? John Smith. What does it say? 1608. Where were our people in 1608? What condition were we in 1608? Slavery. We were in slavery. So what? It's showing you that these things that we learned, that we uphold to today, we learned them in slavery. We didn't learn these from God. We learned these from men. And more specifically, our enemies. So give me Psalms 83. Because what? As you can see, even because our brothers would say, look, no, I'm not in no Christianity. I'm in Islam. I'm in the black man's religion. But who is that? What does that image look like? What type of man is that? That's a white man. So what? The Nation of Islam was created by a white man. A lot of people don't even know that. That's not even the black man's religion. And guess what? You see what they're doing right here? This is their God, the Kaaba stone. Because you're going to read in the Muslim religion, right, that they have to do something. It's called the 5 pillars of Islam. Because Muhammad, what he did was, back in the day, during ancient times, he came across Hebrews or Israelites that what? Had monotheism. Now what monotheism is, it's the worship of one God. So we were the only people on the earth that worship one God. So Muhammad, through his envy, he came and he copied our religion, or our faith, our Bible, okay? So that's where you get the Quran from, and that's where you get the Muslim Hajj from. Because they say that you have to go to Mecca and what? Bow down to this rock, this Kaaba stone. Because Kaaba means black. So it's literally black stone. This is what they're worshiping right here. That's not of God. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still.
So it says, keep not thou silence, O God. Be not still. Because what? It seems like God is silent with our people, right? You look at the condition that we're living in. We're living in all the ghettos, all the slums, all across the earth, right? And what? We're in poverty, low estate. We got sicknesses, gout, sickle cell, all types of diseases, right? But it doesn't look like God is really fighting for us. It doesn't look like he loves us, right? So he says, hold not thy peace. This is what King David said. Read.
O God, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Because we don't consider that what? There's being a gathering of our enemies. All these people that put us in slavery, right? They say that slavery was abolished when? When they say slavery was abolished? 1865, right? They say slavery was abolished in 1865. But guess what? Do we still get minimum wage?
It still goes on today.
It still goes on today, right? But it's more mental. That's the point. Because what? They done modernized it. It just evolved. That's all it is. Slavery just evolved into something else. It's still the same principles and the same things that they're doing. They're what? It starts with a P. They're plotting against our people.
And the oppressors want to make sure it continues. So that's
Exactly. Because what? If it cuts off, that means they don't get no more money. They don't get no more. They can't live the lifestyle that they live. Because what? Yeah, you're welcome, bro. They can't live the lifestyle that they live. Because what? Everything was built off of our ancestors' backs. Right? They didn't build America.
We're the only ones that do things without money. So.
Exactly. They didn't build America. They didn't build Russia. They didn't build Europe. Because what? For 1,000 years, black people ruled Europe. We had kings, princes, all of that set up all over these provinces. Russia. When you look at Russia, you got Russian icons, right? So these images, yeah, you can take that. These images right here. What do you see all right here? No. I want you to look at the depictions.
Oh.
What is that?
Mary.
That's Christ and Mary, but what are they?
They're white images.
They're not white. That's not a white image.
Let me see.
Look close.
Oh, black image.
It's a black image. And guess what? What's this right here?
Black.
That's a black image. But you see the white man, what is he doing? He's painting it white. He's whitewashing our images.
Right.
So look.
Trying to rewrite history.
Exactly.
In their own image.
This is actually something called iconoclast or iconoclast or iconoclasm. These are things, these are plots that was made against our people. This is what King David is talking about in Psalms 83. Because what? A tumult is an angry gathering. Meaning what? People are coming together with one consent to what? Destroy another people. And we're going to see what people that is. Read.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel.
It says they have taken crafty counsel. What does crafty mean, Erwin?
Like, I think, like rowdy. Like rowdy.
Like, not like rowdy. So crafty is like very well planned, okay? It's slick. Like if I say I'm trying to do something slick, I'm trying to go behind your back. That's crafty. Yes, scheming. Exactly. That's the perfect word. Crafty counsel is scheming. Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's your name, bro? Malachi. Did you know that name was in the Bible? So you got a powerful name, bro. This your family right here? All right, so look, let me show you something real quick, bro. Look at this sign. Look at this sign real quick. Just come look at this sign. So right here, right, Malachi? You look at the left side. This is what we are called today. But the right side, these names right here is what God calls us. So where do you see yourself on this sign? Are you American black, West Indian black? You're American black. So you would be from the tribe of Judah. So now look at this, bro. Have you ever heard that you was from the tribe of Judah? Do you even know what the tribe of Judah is? See? So this is something that we have never learned, ever. Our ancestors, our grandparents, nobody has ever learned this information that you're about to learn right now. So let me show you why that's so important. Drop that real quick. Give me Hebrews 7:14. So I'm going to show you why that's so important, because look at these two signs over here. You see this? So look, just 2 seconds. I promise you it's going to be real fast. So look at this, right? This image, right? This is the image that they say what? Is God or is Jesus, right? But is that right? Why would you say it's not right? You said it's false? False imagery, right? But why would you say that? So it doesn't say that Jesus was a part of it. No, not even that. You know the Bible takes place on the continent of Africa. Israel is on the continent of Africa. It's Northeast Africa. So Africa is what? A black continent. So if you come from a black continent, obviously you're black. But now let me show you this.
The book of Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out.
Who's our Lord? Jesus, read.
That our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Out of where?
Out of Judah.
So meaning what? Jesus Christ, if he walked the earth today, he would be considered an African American. He looked just like you. Revelation 1:14. He looks just like you because what? The Bible describes Jesus Christ with woolly hair, dark skin as if it burned in a furnace. So what does that mean? That means that you, sis, you are made in the image of God. Wherever y'all going is not more important than God. 30 minutes, that's plenty of time. Y'all not in no rush to go anywhere. This is the living water right here. And we wonder why we don't live. We wonder why we still in the same conditions. Because we don't want to make the time for God.
Right.
God not going to be there all the time for you because you're not going to be alive all the time.
Right.
But guess what? God lives forevermore. So what do we got to do? We got to hearken while we can because there's no praising. There's no learning about God once the life is over. Once your life is over, that's it. You can't, there's no more opportunities. You can't worship God from the grave. You understand that? So look, let's go back to Psalms 83.
Death can't work from hell.
Exactly. Because what? Hell is torture.
Exactly.
Nobody want that. At least I hope not. But what? A lot of our people really do want that because they do the works to get that reward. You understand that?
I literally had supernatural experiences. I can say by experience that,
Uh-huh.
that the darkness does one good thing to kill and destroy.
Nah, that's all it does. Because look, let's get Revelation 21 and 8. Hey, Tone, what are you talking about?
He was asking if Northern Kingdom is Israel.
Okay, that's a good question. How you doing, bro? What's your name?
Carl.
Paul? Carl. Okay, Carl. Like C-A-R-L.
Yeah.
Okay, got you, Carl. So look, I'm going to show you without a shadow of a doubt that the Hispanics are Israelites. Just as the brother I'm sure was explaining to you just now. We're just going to break it down. All right, so get that, what I asked for? Yeah, Revelation 21.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable.
So I'm going to guess, Carl, that you know that you've heard that you're an Israelite, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you understand what we have to do now that we're Israelites, right? We have to do what? What do we have to do?
Well, we have to walk in that.
But
And a lot of people hear that they're Israelites and say, okay, we're kings and priests, but
Right.
we actually have to walk in that.
that's right. So how do we walk in that?
Keep the commandments.
One, we have to
We got to what?
Keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments. That's the point. So what? If we don't keep the commandments, what we're reading now is really serious because what? This is a grave thing that the Most High has set us up to, right?
This is like that.
We wasn't woken up in vain. It was a reason why God allowed you, Carl, to understand the truth. You, Edwin, to understand the truth. Because he loves y'all and he doesn't want y'all to get this judgment that we're about to read. Read that.
But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone.
So it says all the people who disobey God, right? Who learn that they're Israel, like you said, and they don't apply the commandments after. If your death comes while you're in that state, then you're going to be in the lake of fire. That's the second death. Because a lot of people think about, oh, well, everybody dies. Yes, that's very true. Everybody dies, right? But after that, the spirit is what dies. God can kill the spirit. Because what? Only your flesh dies when you die physically and you go in the grave. Your spirit lives on. Your spirit is eternal. So keep reading.
Which is the second death.
That's why it says second death. Because what? Second death is going into what? That spiritual death. And if your spirit is eternal, how can it really die? It's showing you it was going to burn forever. So that's even worse than death. That's worse than physical death. Because it's saying that you're going to burn forever. So now it's good that you're asking these questions because these questions were to help us keep the commandments. So let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. Say it again.
I said the worms will eat of the flesh.
Yes, the worms will eat the flesh. Exactly. That's the point. That's the thing that we should be afraid of. That's what it should make us keep the commandments. So, Carl, your question was about the northern kingdom, right? The Hispanics. How do we know that they're Israel? Okay, so first, give me Deuteronomy 28 and go to verse, I think it's 41. So are you familiar with what happened at the border, like the border crisis?
Which border crisis?
The U.S. border crisis. So Mexico and the U.S. You're familiar with the border crisis?
Pretty sure
Like concentration camps and...
I mean, I heard about stuff like that.
Okay. So now, that is actually a Bible prophecy that's happening to our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters. Our Hispanic brothers and sisters, Native American. These things are happening at the border. What? ICE, who is what? The immigration control. They are taking the kids that are crossing the border from their parents and putting them in concentration camps. This is something that's still happening in 2024. So let's read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters.
So it says that we shall beget sons and daughters, right? Meaning we shall have sons and daughters. Read.
But thou shalt not enjoy them.
It says we shall not enjoy them, though. So how are we not going to enjoy them? Read.
For they shall go into captivity.
It says they shall go into what?
They shall go into captivity.
So it says they shall go into captivity. Meaning what? We're going to have children that are going to end up going into a system of captivity. Now, you see that happen with ICE, and you also see that happen with what? with our people who can't afford to take care of their children. What do they call? Who do they call? They say, I'm going to call who? Child services. Child protective services, CPS. These are things that are set up against what? The minority groups that are set up in America. And those minorities are who? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Those are us. So they go through the same afflictions as we do. Jeremiah 50:33. So it's so many things that we can show that shows what? That they are the Israelites according to the Bible.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.